I'm Dennis Tager. I'm a captain on the 737 at American Airlines. I have over 30 years of pilot experience, so I have 26 years at American Airlines, and I'm a spokesman for the Allied Pilots Association.
Look, they have to find out what it is. The biggest thing is they have to find out what it is. I'm not sure that they know.
Well, after the Lion Air tragedy, the FAA, sometime after it, and the investigation started to come up with some evidence of what potentially caused the crash. The FAA issued an emergency airworthiness directive. Boeing also issued, at near the same time, a notification to crews and provided us information about a system on the aircraft. When we saw that airworthiness directive and it talked about what likely led to the Lion Air crash, they described a system in the aircraft that we had never heard of before, called MCAS, Maneuvering Characteristic Augmentation System. That, for us, was a shock because that's not in our book. As a 737 captain, I immediately went to my manual and did a word search for it and went to the section where it would normally be listed, and it was absent. We began to realize that some information was not included in our books, and we later learned through media reports, an unnamed official from Boeing had said that they had chosen to not disclose that information out of a concern that it would inundate the average pilot. That was the first tick of our outrage and disrespect to the safety culture relationship. We should have that information. That's just the way safety culture works. So to not have that was just unacceptable.
What kind of training, Dennis, is required?
Well, actually, American Airlines, along with Southwest here in the U.S., did not have simulators with the initial purchase of the aircraft because the FAA certified that it would just be a differences training, which is essentially about an hour on the iPad. We're learning now because we have additional systems that weren't disclosed to us that we would like.
Hear you correctly? They did not have simulators.
Nope, we have not. As a matter of fact, American Airlines is now. It's just disclosed to us that we implored them to
fundamental oversight.
Actually, it's within compliance of the certification of the aircraft. We call to question some of that. We find the aircraft is a bit different, and now that we know the additional information on it, that's why we actually demanded that we have simulators from our company, and they have accommodated that, and those are inbound. So we will be very, very involved in ensuring that our pilots get through these simulators very quickly.